What's up YouTube, Kyron back up in here with another video, and today we have a long-awaited pickups video. I don't know if it's long-awaited to you guys, but for me it's definitely been long-awaited because the pile of clothing has been getting mountain high, unfortunately, but that means that it makes for an amazing video for you guys. So I'm definitely excited to get into this one with you. I know whenever I'm shopping for new clothes, I see it, I want it, and if that's the case, then I could Farfetch it. So you already know who the sponsor of today's video is. Farfetch, shout out to them, the lovely sponsors of today's video. Without them, a lot of these videos would not be able to happen, I'm telling you. So I'm super grateful for them reaching out once again to help me out with the sponsor of today's video. And if you guys don't know what Farfetch is, they are a platform that connects you to a multitude of retailers, boutiques, department stores across the globe, and they carry all of their inventory on this one platform. So they have the best sizing, the best brands, anything you could think of, they have it on this platform. So you're able to shop a multitude of your favorite brands all in one place. I know I'm able to find some of my favorites, which are like Owens, a lot of like emerging designers as well. And even you could get secondhand clothing there too. So it's just a beautiful thing. If you guys haven't heard of it before, definitely go check it out. But if you guys are not new to the channel, you guys have definitely heard of Farfetch before. So we're gonna get into what they were gracious enough to send me over. But at the same time, you guys know I picked out some goodies, okay? So we're gonna get straight into those, okay? Also, you guys know me. Before we get into that, you gotta follow the boy on the gram. GOTSWEIGE is where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that, so that's where you can check out on there. Also, TikTok, SWEIGE. We're trying to hit 10K on there. It's been one of the hardest platforms for me to grow on because it's new for me. So if you guys haven't followed me on there, definitely go check me out. And you guys are already here on the YouTube, so let's get straight into it. You guys know me, man. What would be one of these videos without some Owens? You guys know one of my favorite brands, if not top 3. It's up there. So we're gonna get into these. This is not a conventional Owens purchase, by the way. I've never gotten this type of item, and it's been an item I've neglected in my wardrobe for quite some time. But yeah, Owens box that I've never seen before, very tiny. And open it up. Very dramatic box for what's inside. We have a pair of gloves, and you guys are gonna be like, Kyron, you are outrageous. You're at final boss status if you're getting Owens gloves. Hear me out, okay? I've been looking for some cool gloves for a minute now. One person that really put me onto it was Javon Black Hoodie, I believe. Yeah, so my boy Javon Black Hoodie, he's on TikTok, on YouTube, all of that. I've seen him style a lot of fits with gloves in recent times, and he's also more on like the chicer side of the fashion lingo that I lean towards. But I was thinking of how I can interpret that in some of the darker aesthetics that I gravitate towards, and I haven't seen much gloves that would fit into that build. And then when I seen this collection come out, this is from Luxor Fall Winter 23, these gloves. When I seen these, I was like, this is so me. Love these. So it has like a calf fur all around it. So it matches the Owens Birkenstocks that I kind of have. I think those are pony fur, but kind of gives you that sheen and like just animalistic hint. Like definitely like glistens. Really, really cool. And you could see the texture of the fur when you get closer to it. And the detail of these that's really cool is that it's cut off at the fingers so that you can touch your screen. And obviously that'll probably not be efficient for when it's really, really cold, but obviously these are more of a styly glove than they are a functional glove, but they do work for both. So you can have your fingers out right there. You can still use your phone, you know, you can still get rid of stuff, you know, still works, you know? So good, great purchase on my end. I've also seen like, if you have the gloves, you put them in the back pocket, they poke out. It's a good little accessory. I've neglected them for so long because I feel like when you're younger, you despise gloves because you kind of have to wear them. Your parents are like, don't forget to put your gloves, blah, 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 blah. But now we're at a point where I feel like I could revisit it and figure out a way that I could interpret it and make it mine again. And that's exactly what I did with these Owens gloves. Yes, they are on the pricey side, but even if I were to have to pay for them, I would save up and get a really nice pair of gloves. Even if it's not these necessarily, there's a bunch that you could look for on Farfetch also, so definitely go check it out. We're gonna get into the next piece. Next piece is a heater, definitely a heater. You know we stay consistent with it. Oh, almost fell over. Gotta pop this over. You guys see the Farfetch right there. Ain't nothing new. Crack into this. So this was from this retailer, which I've never shopped from before. I have to shove these to the side, but you could see the retailer's packing tape right here. So this makes me feel really great whenever I'm getting stuff from Farfetch, because it's supporting other retailers across the globe that might have had a piece like this just sitting in their shop, and now gives access to a world of people that are looking for these items. So it's very beautiful thing, very beautiful feeling. These are from Lido Spring Summer 24. I never really looked into that collection, to be honest with you, but they've been making these for the past couple of collections now, and these are the Cargo Bella cargo pants. And I wasn't sure what size to get. I believe I got these in a women's extra large, which is a 52. So yeah, I'm hoping that they fit me. I did the same thing when I got the pusher pants a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I've since sold them, but yeah. Little, if it wants to focus. But yeah, also has the Farfetch tags on there, so you know it's brand new, fresh to death. And yeah, a great pair of cargos. I've tried these on countless times, but I've just never pulled the trigger. And they also vary from like just season to season. They make different iterations of it, whether it comes to different materials, the different finishings on it. It always has a little bit of difference, and this one is a bit of a lighter one because it's spring summer. So going into the next season, it's a great addition, and I'm excited to style them for sure. We will see these on the gram imminently. And yeah, once again, I know whenever I'm looking for items of the sort, I could Farfetch it, I could get it in this amount of time. This came to my house in maybe 3 days, 4 days, and they're coming from all around the place. I think this was from the Netherlands. The other one was like in the States somewhere. So they use very fast shipping, everything's super efficient. So huge shout out to Farfetch once again for sponsoring today's video. Very grateful for them. And we're going to get into the next pieces right about now. Okay, since we're on the topic of pants and we only have one other pair of pants besides the ones I just showed you, might as well knock out the pants and then get into the footwear. So we're gonna get into these. Shout out to Carson. These are a beautiful pair of wide leg pants from his namesake brand that he just recently started getting deeper into. So if you guys don't know Carson, he runs Mime Saint Laurent, and he also started his own brand, and these are absolutely beautiful. I can't get enough of a good wide pleated black trouser. I feel like it's like one of the main staples you should have in a men's wardrobe, women's wardrobe, whatever you need, whoever you are. I believe it is a staple, and I've gone through multiple pairs at this point. I think the first pair I had was by COS, and then the second one was also by COS because the first one was starting to get holes in it, all that. Got another COS pair, so now I have two in a rotation. The first COS one is a little like, I feel like we've cycled it out now. Now we have a new contender. We're gonna try this and see how we enjoy it. The fit seems to be beautiful. Very, very long in terms of the inseam, which I don't mind if they start to drag and get a little ratty, because then I'll have like a pair that's a bit more casual, and then I'll have the COS pair that's a bit more if I'm trying to be sleek and posh, you know? Not that these can't be that too, but I just don't want to tailor these. I'd rather them have some heel drag. It could be nice to have a classical wide cut trouser and have the heel bite as well, which I don't have yet. So we'll see how that goes. So a huge shout out to Carson. If you guys haven't checked out his YouTube channel, again, it's amazing, very informative. I've learned a lot recently watching some of his content. So if you guys haven't checked out his YouTube and his brand, I definitely recommend you guys do. Go tap in for surely. I told you we're doing nothing but bangers out the gate, folks. Bangers out the gate. We really came through correctly for this pickups video, so don't let this go over your head. Veneda Carter on the box. And you guys know that logo too? You know your boy had to get these, right? You know I had to go glazed Timbo slices, right? Gee! Oh! So shout out to Veneda for these. By the graces of the higher ups, shout out to Veneda and the whole team. We got these sorted. The black glazed Timbo slices. I was very conflicted whether to get the original or the black, but I feel like in my current wardrobe, I would have been an idiot not to get the black glazed Timbs because I broke it down like this. The original Timberland in black, when it's like the suede that we all know and love, it's not as flattering once you start wearing it because it gets very ashy and not as nice. Whereas if you have the original Timberland and you still beat them up, yeah, they get a little ratty, but you could kind of get away with it with that grungy, almost construction man looking beat up Timberland look. I've seen it done. Like, I don't mind beat up Timberlands personally. I would just get another fresh pair. It's kind of like Air Force Ones. I'm not like a person that wears Air Force Ones 3 times and they toss them. Like, I'll wear them for a season, cook them, get rid of them, get a fresh one. So that's how I see Timberlands. But with the black pair, it's just not even right. I feel like it looks weird. So that's where these come into play. It's gonna bead right off of the patent leather. They're gonna look great. So I feel like with the all black fits, this is definitely the one to go for. In an ideal world, I would have got both, but they're going for a grip right now. And the fact that I got them for retail is a blessing and I won't complain. So Veneda Carter Timberland, shout out to everything that she's doing. The jewelry is fantastic as well. So if you haven't checked out her stuff, definitely recommend. Besides just the Timberland stuff, because obviously this has a lot of hype, but her jewelry is great too. So go check it out. Alrighty, more kicks. This is the second kicks. You guys have seen the journey with this shoe, okay? This came out, I thought it was gonna be a very hypey shoe. I was like trying not to be hypebeast Kai, of course. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be a fad. I'm not gonna be liking this in a couple months. So I was like, let me not get them. Push come to shove, life goes on. I still love these shoes. And then Louis ended up falling out of love with them. So it worked out in my favor. The Comme foams, they're kind of beat because obviously like Louis has been wearing them for quite some time, but still got a lot of life in them. And they're just a nice black sneaker that I could kind of just beat up and have as something that's still standoutish. You still look at them and you're like, oh, okay, interesting, you know? So nice shoe. It's kind of like a sneaker boot. And I haven't bought many sneakers in recent times, but that's why I like them. It's kind of because it's such a durable sneaker and it has a lot of presence / real estate. So yeah, like the Comme foams, great sneaker. And sorry, I kind of grazed over that, but there's not really much to say about them. They're a great sneaker and you've probably seen them a million times before. But if you're looking for a good black sneaker, that's a good one right there. I know they go for a grip, but Louis gave me a good deal, so I'm very grateful. And yeah, I think that's about it. They're size 12. I got them in a size 11. Timberlands, side note, make sure you size down. I'm normally a size 11 in most sneakers, 10.5, 11. I go a size down in Timberlands, I go 10. So yeah. Cargo bellows, size 52. I'm normally like a 32 to 30, 32, 33 waist. I'm actually a 32 waist, but I like my pants bigger these days. So went 52 with that. The gloves, I went size 8. Don't know how you guys are with measuring your hands, but I had to do that recently. Just get a measuring tape, wrap it around the palm of your hand, and you'll know what size glove you are. Never had to do it at a day in my life before I got the gloves. So hey, we're growing up, I guess. Alrighty, so we're getting to some big boy pieces right here. This was something that I was very impressed by, and it's also from a local Montreal brand, which I'm super ecstatic to showcase to you guys, because whenever someone locally to me is doing something very impactful and impressive, I can't wait to show it on the channel because it really highlights what is going on in the city in its current moment. And I feel like Cartier is really doing that right now. So they actually did a collaboration with Roots, and this is probably one of the standout pieces from that collection. If you guys are unfamiliar with Cartier, super nice guys. The whole team are amazing folks. I've known them for quite some time through just growing up in fashion in Montreal, and we've gotten a lot closer more recently. Seen them through travels when I went to Paris in Fashion Week, and seeing this whole Roots collection unveil itself was beautiful. To see them collaborate with more like corporate giants, Canadian staple heritage brands as well. It just shows what's possible in fashion, especially from the city, so it's very inspiring. Let's get into this right now. And this is the leather jacket in collaboration with Roots. So we'll crack into this because piece is no fun when it's just in its own little plastic bag. Get that out of there, and we have this beautiful pink leather jacket with the details on the back, take care of yours, and then it says home in the middle with a big old heart, and it has all this pink leather all over it. So now obviously timeline wise, I don't want people to think as if like, oh, these style of jackets are popular all of a sudden. A lot of people do a lot of R&D when they're developing products like this take like 8 months to a year to develop. So they're thinking of this concept for like a long time. So don't think just because Pele jackets are popular right now that this just comes out of the woodworks, because it doesn't work like that. It takes a long time to develop stuff like this. And obviously trend forecasting is a big thing too. I went to fashion marketing school, so a lot of people are seeing the same things when they see trend analysis and what is going to be prevalent in their own space. But Cartier has been doing that for quite some time, and a lot of our reference points in like Black culture and stuff like that always go back full circle, and Pele is definitely one of those things, which I could clearly see that reference in something like this. Not that they're the only people that has ever made a leather jacket before, but just wanted to get that point across. Beautiful embroidery all over, lots of like chenille patchwork. Have that big Q for Cartier, have the flags on the side. What else we got? Got this 19. Chain stitching is immaculate down there. Let's see if it's gonna focus. Beautiful Cartier in this script. Cartier's home, maple leaf right there. And then yeah, man, this is a stunning jacket. I got this in a size large. Ideally these fit big, but so if you want to get one, I would recommend sizing down at least one. But I like my stuff baggy, and if I'm going for this style of jacket, it has to be, you have to commit. You gotta go all the way. And you guys already know how I'm about to. This fit, when I crack this, it's gonna be stupid. So crazy. So I'm waiting to, I need to do it in the next couple of weeks though, because it's about to get warm. I know it's gonna creep up on us in no time, so I'm very excited to wear this jacket. It's gonna be amazing. Huge shout out to Cartier for even gifting me this jacket. It's incredible. It's a masterpiece. It's very heavy, so I'm gonna put it down, but definitely go check them out if you haven't already. Even their mainline stuff, aside from the Roots collab, everything is chef's kiss. So shout out to Satis and the whole team over there. Really appreciate them once again. I'm gonna get into the rest of the stuff. Another Montreal brand that has been doing a lot of great stuff. This is Herish. Let me get that properly visualized for you guys so you guys get a little detail. Herish, I believe that's how you would pronounce it. Sorry if I'm butchering that at all, my boy, but he was kind enough to send me this. This is basically like a sample or one-on-one, because the main one that released was actually with YKK zippers. When he first previewed it to me, it was with these Riri zippers, but the complication was that this could only fit for a size medium, so it wasn't able to scale to like a large or XL. But then since he already ordered the zipper, I was like, yo, throw that on this one for me. Let me get the sample, you know, because I'm a Riri hoe. I'm gonna admit it. Like, I see a Riri zipper, I start acting a little crazy. So we got the Riri zips on there. So mine's a little different than the regular folk, a little bit. Okay, so talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. But yeah, this hoodie is immaculate. I don't know what it is, but pink just really goes well with my skin tone. It's one of those pop colors. When I go two colors, that works very well with me, and it really just offsets my skin quite nicely. So I like wearing pink. This two-sided zipper really works well for styling, and the hood is fantastic. So it's just a great overall hoodie. It's double layered, so it is a lot more on the hefty side. I enjoy it. I just found a little cologne in there. That's good. But yeah, good little hoodie, can't complain. I've been wearing it a ton recently, especially on my recent travels to Toronto, etc. If you're looking for a nice zip hoodie with a pop of color, this is your go-to right here. So back-to-back pink. I know that's a little crazy, especially from a person that wears a lot of black recently, but sometimes you need some color to spice it up. Let's get into the next ones. All right, so next up, a lot of people always ask me for essentials, not essentials the brand, just staples that people could wear in their wardrobe when it comes to like basics, everyday attire that you could just go to and it just has a good fit and you could wear it time and time again and again. And this is one of those brands. I feel like Nick has been finding a way to master the perfect fitting men's baby tee, or just like tiny tee, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like he's done it. I've been seeing him wear them a ton and they look like they're gonna work. So IonGaff is the brand if you want to go check them out. He also sent me some undies, but I don't feel like I'm gonna show you some undies on YouTube. If you want to go look for the undies, you go on the internet, okay? Go on the website and get the undies. I'm not about to show you guys undies on YouTube. That's a little weird. We're gonna get into the baby tee. First of all, this tag is hard as shit. What the hell? Like, it looks like something that would be sold at Edge, like that store that sells like raw denim and shit, or even like blue and green. So that's a very big compliment right there. I love the quality of this, just like the embroidery of the tag, made in USA. It just looks very like you could pay a lot of money for this tee. Like, you know how people are going crazy for the bear t-shirt? That's given this, you know what I mean? Like, you don't mind spending a lot of money on something that feels substantial and looks substantial. So we'll get into that right now, instead of me just flopping around a tee. But anyway, the construction is fantastic. I just put this hanger on there, and the resistance in like the slight stretch of the collar is great. I know you can't really get much based on me just showing it to you like this, but the fit is immaculate. It's just very well done. I'm not sure if I should have went for a medium or a large, but it seems like the large would be great for me based on the measurements and based how I was seeing other people wearing their sizes on the site, and also like him wearing his size, etc. But yeah, these are gonna be a part of the summer rotation, guaranteed. I love a good staple, classic, basic tee. You can always build around it or just wear it on its own and you feel like $1,000,000. So I'm excited for these for sure. And it doesn't stop there. It has the black one right here too. So the black one has kind of this toned down effect on the tag as well, if it wants to focus. So yeah, IonGaff right there. I tuck that tag in, and then we have the black iteration as well. So I know it doesn't look like much when I'm just dangling it over here, but when I have the on-body shots, you guys will see what it looks like and what it's hitting for when it's on the boy. Okay, so shout out to Nick. I really appreciate him. I love everything that he's doing. The new raw denim looks insane. My custom pair is fading to perfection, like lots of heel bite. I have to get them repaired on the thigh because somehow I got a little nick in it, but that's all things that add to the character of clothing. So I'm excited to see how those develop in time and how IonGaff develops in time. Let's get on to the next one. So my family is moving, and they were going through storage and like some clothes that I've been leaving behind, and also clothes that they have just not been touching in a while. And this is actually my mom's. This is an old Danier like racer type of jacket. It's obviously women's, but it looked like it would fit me, and I liked the gray tone to it, and also how it looks kind of like a cafe style racer, even though it doesn't have that famous collar. But it looked like something I could pull off on a summer night, like when I'm on my grown and sexy, more slim tip, like tiny top, wider bottoms, or like a flared pant. And that's exactly what it's giving. So I tried it on and it looks great. When I have it zipped up, it is a little feminine. It has like that curved body, which is like not the most flattering on men, personally. I find it's just like, it's not what's intended for our build. But when I have it zipped open, it looks great. So really cool vintage Danier leather jacket. Shout out to Mom Dukes. Look up Danier on Depop. You might be able to find something cool, or on eBay. But also in a lot of Canadian thrift stores, I always tend to find some type of Danier leather jackets. They were kind of the staple leather maker back in the day. So check them out. So this is from the brand Sick Day. And the other brand that we have coming up is Homesick. So that's why I was confused a little bit. My bad. I had a little bit of a brain fart, but we're back. We're getting to it, okay? This is from Sick Day. Shout out to Adam. And he has a partner as well that he partners with to make Sick Day. So we'll get into this right here. Sick Day. And then we have this beautiful wool long sleeve. Nice cropped long sleeves. Has this panel work on the front chest, and it translates onto the sleeve. There's a little hit on the elbow as well. So there's like a lot of just like tiny little seam details that makes your regular wool long sleeve a bit different. This is a great piece to layer with in the winter, transitioning into the spring. As it starts to warm up a bit, you could probably just wear this on its own and you'll be fine. Maybe a little light jacket, but yeah, good little staple piece to build around a wardrobe, and I'm really grateful. Shout out to Adam. Very nice. And next up, we have Homesick. Shout out to the boy Owen for blessing me with this knit right here. Really appreciate him. Gonna crack into this. A nice little knit is always good in the winter to springtime because it's that transitional season. If you want to wear this layered with jackets, then you could, or if you want to wear it just by itself in the spring, this is perfect for you. I don't know why this is giving me these vibes, but I might have to wear this to this. I have this Puma event coming up at this restaurant called Mano Cornuto, and their colors is exactly this because it's an Italian restaurant. I might have to wear this there because it's looking fire. I might have already cooked a fit for this. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is pretty fire. So this is I already know what I'm wearing there. That's perfect. Great idea. Good thinking, Kyron. He's thinking on the money. He's thinking of the Italians, and we're here. We're present. So shout out to Homesick once again. Owen, thank you for looking out. Got this in a size large. IonGaff tees, got them in a large as well. That Danier jacket, I don't know. Let's say it's like a women's XL, and it fits me like a men's medium. I don't know. That one, you already know, vintage is always very mysterious. But this is what we have for Homesick, and that is it for the pickups of today's video. Sorry that it was a long one. I really appreciate you guys stopping by the channel once again. Super grateful to Farfetch once again. They are such saints for even thinking to work with me this consistently. Like, I'm very grateful. Without them, I wouldn't be able to get some of the designer items that I lust and look out for on the internet. Like, I always see all these things, and for it to come true like that, I'm very grateful. So that would not happen without you guys. So if you ever are looking into designer goods or just goods in general, just know that you could Farfetch it and it'll come true. So really appreciate you guys stopping by the channel once again. Make sure to go follow the boy on Instagram. GOTSWEIGE is where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that. So that's what you can check out on there. Also follow the boy on TikTok. We're trying to build that up. Like I said before, let's hit that 10K. And the rest of my socials / everything that I would like you to do will be in the description box below. Lastly, let me know what your favorite piece was from this video. Surprisingly, it might have to be a tie between there's like 3 for me. The Rick gloves, for sure. That's insane. Cartier leather jacket, incredible. And the IonGaff baby tees, like that's gonna hit. That's gonna be so fire. And an honorable mention, Carson trousers. Like there's so much. I'm just gonna recount everything that's in the video if I keep on going. But anyway, thank you guys for stopping by once again. I'm out. See you on the next one. Peace.